the last class we discussed about metallurgy, mineral, ore. Okay, and I wrote some metal ore names and their chemical formula, what metal we can extract from the ore. So we discussed. So now we are going to discussing about today what are highly reactive, what are moderately reactive, what are less reactive. Along with that, what are the methods available to extract the metal from the ore. So in this class we are going to be discussing. So first of all, we are going to discussing about ores. Okay, so in the last class already you learn about some ores like bauxite, galena, cinnabar, horn silver, so carnallite, rock salt. Okay, these are all are the ore names. So most of the ores are oxides and sulfides. Okay, oxides and most of the ores are oxides and sulfides. Oxides and sulfide. So what are the examples for oxide ores? For example, Al2O3. Okay, Al2O3, 2H2O is the formula for bauxite. Next, Fe2O3, this is the hematite formula. Fe3O4, magnetite. Okay, MnO2, pyrolusite, whatever it may be. These are all our oxides. Okay, next HGS. Okay, PBS. Okay, galena, cinnabar. So these are the examples for oxide ores and sulfide ores. So most of the ores, whatever we discussed, maximum those are oxide ores and sulfide ores. So we know very well about 6th A group. Okay, in periodic table, 6th A group. What is the name of the family? Chalcogens. What is that? Chalcogens. 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 Do you know why the 6th A group element get the name? You know, so why? Because chalco. Okay, chalcogens. So here, okay, elements. That's why. So the name of the family for 6th A group, 6th A group is chalcogens. Okay, chalk means or, genus means produce. So this is about oxide ores and sulfide ores. Next, when you come to reactivity, so we know very well about potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium. Okay, magnesium, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium. Okay, these we are called it as highly reactive metals. What we are called as highly reactive metals. Okay, these highly reactive metals never available in the nature in free state. Means always they are available in combined state. Why? Because they are highly reactive metals. So next, when you come to moderately reactive metals, aluminum, zinc. Here I am writing the element symbol: aluminum, zinc, iron, lead. Okay, copper. Okay, copper. When we are writing the element of the symbol, first letter should be capital and the second letter should be small. So these are all the elements which are moderately reactive. Moderately reactive. So most of the elements, okay, moderately reactive metals. So most of the metals in which are available in the earth crust, which are in carbonates. Okay, carbonates, sulfides, sulfides and oxides like that. So aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, copper are moderately reactive metals. So most of the elements which are available in the form of carbonates, sulfides and oxides also. Okay, oxides. Next, in the same way, when you come to the potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, highly reactive, aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, copper, moderately reactive, highly reactive elements which are never available in nature in free state, means always they come available in the nature in combined state. So aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, copper are moderately reactive metals, okay, which are available from carbonates, sulfides and oxides. So gold, silver, platinum, mercury, so less reactive metals, so which are available in the nature in free state. Why? Because they are less reactive metals. Okay, so next we are going to discussing about what are the methods available, what are the methods available to extract the metal from the ores. Okay, so here mainly three types of extraction methods are there. So by using the three types we can extract metal from the ore. So okay, three types of methods are there to extract the metal from the ore. So first one is concentration or dressing of the ore. Concentration or dressing. Concentration or dressing of the ore. Okay, and the next one is extraction of crude metal. Extraction of crude metal. Extraction of crude metal. And the third one is refining or purification of metal. Okay, refining or purification of metal. Refining or purification of metal. So these are the three methods in principles of metallurgy. So to extract metal from ore. Okay, first one is concentration or dressing. So now we are going to discussing about concentration or dressing of the ore. So concentration or dressing is concentration, or what is dressing of the ore. So generally we get ore from the earth crust, so usually which contains a large amount of impurities. So simply getting rid of unwanted rocky impurities, okay, we are separating by physical methods. So the process generally we are call it as concentration or dressing of the ore. So in concentration or dressing of the ore, so just we are concentrating whatever the metal which is present in the ore, means okay, whenever we remove the impurity, automatically the concentration of the metal automatically increases. See, concentration or dressing of the ore is nothing but by using physical methods, simply getting rid of unwanted rocky material from the ore. Okay, so that process generally called it as concentration or dressing of the ore. So okay, in this actually by using physical methods we are separating the impurity from the ore. So impurity like clay, sand, which are present in the ore, generally that we are call it as that impurity present in the ore in the form of sand and clay, those we are call it as gangue. What we are call it as gang, gang. So to remove the gang from the ore, we adopting some physical methods. So first one is hand picking process. Okay, hand picking, hand picking, and the second one is washing, and the third one is froth flotation, froth flotation, and the fourth one is magnetic separation. Okay, magnetic separation, magnetic separation. Magnetic separation. See here. So hand picking process means, so already we discussed about gangue. Gangue is nothing but impurity present in the ore, generally called gangue. Hand picking process. If the impure particles and ore particles having same property like size and color, so basing on the property, we hand picked the ore from the impurity. So generally that process we are calling it as hand picking process. So next, washing. So okay, in washing method, what are the crushed ore? Crushed ore, they kept in a slopy surface, a slopy surface. Okay, after they kept a slopy surface, the crushed ore. Okay, with they will wash the ore with controlled flow of water. So they will wash the ore with controlled flow of water. So whatever the impurities which are washed away by the water, whatever the dense ore particles which are left behind on the slopy surface. So from that we can get a pure form of ore, pure form of metal from the ore. So okay, so this is about hand picking and washing. Thank you.